Hello everyone and welcome back to Freshers Now channel. Today's video is going to be about an e-commerce manager role. How are they being paid and what are the skills that are required to become more proficient in this role? So as this is considered as a managerial level job, so you should be understanding this is very much indicated towards the growth and the productive outlook of businesses. So working in an organization and taking up over the managerial views and the perspectives of businesses, you should be able to also understand that an e-commerce manager would be wholly responsible for a business's website, managing it and how to looking into the objective of businesses and reaching out its targets. So with that note, even if you're starting in an e-commerce role or working in an e-commerce department, know that your target level is going to be an e-commerce manager. So with that note, we would be heading over to the definition part so that you can understand even more better. So an e-commerce manager, what he would be doing is heavily involved with the business's website, or he or she would be especially in the marketing section, advertising as well as content elements. So they would be developing as well as carrying out the online marketing plans, so that they would be further looking into various other perspectives, understanding the initial criteria of the business objectives and the processes that they are using, the process that they are going through and undertaking, as well as the outcome. How is the outcome going to be? Is this reaching out the objective, and is the objective bringing an outcome? So this is the loop that an e-commerce manager would be actually working upon. So if you are in an e-commerce department or an e-commerce field, starting as an intern or starting your open source projects, so anything like this, your main target would be landing as a manager. So that would be on a higher end. So if you're already a manager in this role, consider yourself acing up with these skills as mentioned. Now these skills mentioned are also going to be helpful on a median level job, if you're even starting on a mid-career level, or even if you are at an intern stage, or if you're a beginner, or even if you are a professional enough. Consider these skills, which are user experience, UX design, strategical marketing, Google Analytics, email marketing, fraud investigation, and you should also be strategic in project management and web analytics, digital marketing, web marketing. So the major criteria in this is considered especially from project management, web analytics, digital marketing, web marketing. So these are going to be the tasks, or also considered as the job roles or responsibilities that are taken up. These skills are considered to be an integral part of the role. So understanding all of this is going to be the outcome sources. Consider these to be the outcome skills that are need to be taken up by an e-commerce manager. So understand these perspectives and then you have to be working upon as mentioned. Now what does this person actually do? Not just understanding the definition part, you should also be very clear enough what is the role going to be of an e-commerce manager. Would be responsible for the online sales of the brand. So indeed this is going to be the target of as to how the role is going to be carried upon, and then they would be overseeing and feeling how the company's website is going to look like for generating sales via other channels. So also being well aware of various other patterns or the trends which are emerging in the market. So you should be always vigilant enough as to how you are proceeding with the role. Depending upon the role, they would be also overseeing various other digital marketers, web and software developers that they would be contributing to website traffic and designing and structure. So this section is always going to be on the scale of how you are reaching the objectives. So unless and until you will not be able to understand the business objective or the company's website objective, you would not be able to understand how the competitors are further working upon. So this is the actual role of an e-commerce manager. And how to become one, if you're interested, if you're starting off your career in this, you can consider having extensive experience on practices, techniques, having hands-on experience, also operational knowledge and techniques which are required for market research, doing sound analysis as well as online retailing, web merchandising, and then you should have good amount of knowledge on website management and e-commerce usability, proficient in Microsoft Office applications, MS Access and others. So apart from all of these tools, you should also be having resources as well as the other various kinds of ways that you are adopting to it, considering yourself going into open source projects, getting as an intern in e-commerce, then taking up individual products or projects. So having individual products is something where you are showcasing yourself out there, putting your profile into the job market instead of representing a company out there. So this is going to be much more proficient enough if you are landing into a market where you yourself can turn into an e-commerce manager if you are having the right set of skills and the amount of experience that you are putting into practice. Then what are the job roles which are associated with this? If you are working for a company or a business, then you can consider driving the sales performance of an e-commerce platform. You will be also managing and executing promotional campaigns, providing insights on customer shopping trends to support the further intake of how the analysis need to be done, and also identify various other gaps and any other complexities which the website is further facing. So you would be working upon all of this. So these are the job roles which are associated with an e-commerce manager. Now, if you are an individual who have started into this career, consider that you can be a manager yourself by attaining all of these skills and having practical experience on all of this. We will be stepping into the main section of the video, which is pay. The source that we have collected and the resource that we have used is from Payscale. All of the data which we have collected is just on an average basis. So with that note, an e-commerce manager is paid 4,65,000 per annum, a good start off in India, and this is how that good start off is going to look like when your professional graph is represented. Over the first year, you can see that there is a median growth of the level, but over 10 years, there is a peak rise and immediate peak level high rise in your pay, which means this indicates that eventually as you grow, you can also see that with the right amount of skills, your career will be evaluated and elevated at the same time. As we head over to the location-wise pay scales, you would be understanding how each location is paying their e-commerce managers, so that you can understand how you will be paid when you step in there. First off, Mumbai, 6,48,000 crossing off the average pace, and then Gurgaon, 14 lakhs per annum, really a good startup, because Gurgaon, as we all know, considered to be a land of international markets. And then Bangalore, 10 lakhs per annum. And in New Delhi, 3 lakhs 39,000 per annum. And then in Chennai, 2 lakhs 50,000 per annum. And make sure it is not about the opportunities that you are getting in that place, or it is not the company that you are working for. It all depends as to how you are working and what are the skills that you are putting out into the role. So that is the major concern of every place or every location that we are mentioning. It is not about that is stuck to that particular level or not. So we have come to the end of the video, and I hope this information is going to be insightful for every viewer out there. And if you do like this video, please do share it with your friends, whoever is looking forward to step into their careers, so that they can understand how they have to work and how they will be paid further, so that they would have a clear idea and step in with confidence. Don't forget to subscribe for more informative videos like this, and thank you for tuning in.